Here's how the MCAT's going to test you on aldol condensations. If you like these videos, you can access these pictures and typed out explanations for the high yield CP and BB content if you follow the link in my bio to my MCAT community. There's also a lot of chances for one-on-one feedback there by posting your questions or attending the office hours. An aldol condensation occurs between two molecules with carbonyl groups, and at least one of those carbonyl groups has to have an alpha carbon, which is a carbon that's attached to the carbonyl carbon. We're going to look at a base catalyzed aldol condensation, and I wouldn't worry too much about the acid catalyzed version. First, the base comes in and it takes the alpha hydrogen. The electrons in that bond then go to that alpha carbon and immediately form a double bond between the alpha carbon and this carbonyl carbon. That pushes the electrons in one of the bonds between the carbon and the oxygen up to become a lone pair on that oxygen. Now track this molecule down here. The double bond that formed between the alpha carbon and the carbonyl carbon now acts as a really good nucleophile. It will attack the carbonyl carbon on the other molecule because carbonyl carbons are good electrophiles. That forms a bond between that alpha carbon and this carbonyl carbon. We can see that bond in the resulting molecule right there. The formation of the bond pushes one of the double bonds up to the oxygen to become a lone pair, and then that grabs a hydrogen, turning that into a hydroxyl group. Now track that molecule down here. The next step is the dehydration, which is where we get the name condensation for this reaction, and everything up to this point is what we call an addition reaction, which makes this molecule here the addition product. From here we do a standard dehydration reaction. The OH on this carbon is lost, and the hydrogen on this carbon is lost. The bond between that carbon and the hydrogen then forms a double bond between the alpha carbon and the carbonyl carbon that it attacked during the addition part of the reaction. That results in the loss of a water molecule, which again is where we get the name condensation, and we have the final product of that aldol condensation.